Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one splits the uprights, and the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Nix. Complete to Mims. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 38. It is caught left side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Nick's looking to throw. Mims with the grab. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. They'll throw again. Nix. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs, who only need a couple on 2nd and 2. It's Pacheco again. He makes the 25. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. He's throwing deep to the left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Another throw for Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this third down. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To the air, Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Man in motion here. One final shot before halftime. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. And he hauls in the interception. Fred McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too.
Yeah,
Right there to make a play
lead
on
it
the
up
very
too.
first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. On the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Gets him 5 on the carry, but still a mile away on 3rd and very long.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing is Mahomes. He fires one deep down the middle. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
He has it at the 22. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Broncos get set to take over. First down, ball at the 36. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here. From the 35 on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yeah. You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It got first down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Throwing on first down, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it, because I don't think I've ever called it 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare. 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offense coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. Pistol now for Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Down the sideline, past the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Knicks off the play action. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the Chiefs take over on his 5th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Option design here. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Third and short. He's taking the option right. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. On the option, they give it to Pacheco. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 1st down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Broncos are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got time here. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. He's got it over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Broncos trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Mims with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Nix with it on 1st. Chased out to his right. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And the Broncos offense isn't leaving the field. Looks like they're going to go for 2. He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle, still going. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
He calls his own number again. Now a pitch play to Pacheco. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, the old SMU Pony Express, that was not, Kate. That was a pitch anticipated by this defense, who had personnel in place to stay well ahead and greet him rather quickly.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And this winning streak continues to grow